I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying through the climb, I ain't like pain. You never hit the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, is belief. They'll see with the negativity, but I just gotta let that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst I say, turn them to a game. Take the best I say, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you feel it, no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past, start a plan, and you find a door. Open it up, and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Alrighty, that's kind of funny. I just gifted 5 memberships, and bam, 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 in the bushes, you got memberships. That's the greatest thing about this option, is when they're lurking in the bushes, you can gift them a membership. So let's go ahead and read the names of who got memberships. Not saying everybody in the bushes is a lurker, or excuse me, everybody that got a membership, but it's just a little bit comical. First and foremost, Rapper. He's hated in the community. They call him a troll. They don't like him, but he's my buddy and my dog. Welcome, Rapper, for getting the membership. He's not in the bushes, ever. Trudy, I'm glad that you got one. Rapper, I'm glad. Jessica, welcome. Marge, I don't know your name too much, but welcome. Cherokee girl, you know these streets well, way too good. Way too good not to be commented. You were in the bushes. You're welcome. Anyway, guys, Sebastian Rogers' father, Seth Rogers, has a channel, and he went live last night. I'm sure you've heard of it, or maybe you haven't. I have conveniently put his link to his channel in the description box. And now that he's on YouTube and doing content, I can tag him as I would any other creator. And I am going to tag him tonight. To bash him? No. I think he's got bad company, which is the moral of this live. The theme of this live. I don't understand how this man, who I think is completely innocent of any wrongdoing or anything in his son's disappearance, I just don't understand how he can sit up there with Bullhorn Betty next to him, a lady who, after Seth has brought up Summer Wells multiple times in past interviews, He knows who Summer Wells is. Of course he does. Summer Wells, Sebastian Rogers, the same state. He's sitting up there with a woman who caused havoc and a lot of hurt in another missing persons case, Summer Wells case. And she done some horrible things to the family, including getting them fired live. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I have to let him know. So I'm just tagging him. I think that he's keeping bad company. Please, people, please vote on the poll. Please vote on the poll, because I did tag him. And he needs to see the broader people of YouTube, okay? We the people, okay? It's just not my opinion. A lot of you guys know BHB. A lot of you guys know Bullhorn Betty. Personally, and this is just my opinion, I think he's got her up there purposely, spitefully, as a mouthpiece. I think Bullhorn Betty is the one to sling the mud. It's what I saw last night. It's what I saw last night. Again, I'm not here to bash Seth. I think he's completely innocent. But I mean, man, that live, if it's nothing short than, hey, Bullhorn Betty, come up here and sideways take shots at Chris and Katie the whole time you're here. I don't know what else it was. But that's what I got out of it. I don't think Seth did anything to his son. I hope he finds his son. I hope they get reunited. You could tell Seth Rogers loves his son. There's no question there. Nobody could even debate that. But from day one, this guy's been slinging mud. You know what I would love to see? And it's not up to me. He could have whoever he wants up there. But you'd love to see on panel Seth, Chris, and Katie trying to find Sebastian. So, just in case he doesn't care about my opinion or what I have to say when I tag him, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm going to bring Don up because I have heard Seth bring up the Wells, or at least Summer. Now, when I did hear him say it, he was like, it was kind of in a spiteful way. Trevor, what's his name? Trevor, not T-Rev, that scumbag. Trevor Lee, he was mad at Trevor Lee, okay? And while he was mad at Trevor Lee, he was like, what, you don't have time to cover Summer Wells anymore? So he knows who Summer Wells is. I just can't for the life of me understand why this man is on panel with a woman who did what she did to another family in the same state. I can't understand that. Seth is not a stupid guy, by far. He's not a stupid guy. But I'm watching him with this bad company. You have one guy who's had his cock out. Allegedly, he had his cock out. People, it's his live. And if you go to TikTok Tony on TikTok, if you go to Tony Mathis on TikTok, he's deleted all videos. All he has is 2 screenshots of JLR. And it looks like a Wikipedia post maybe of how he's a fraudster and this and that. There's no debating JLR is that. But to watch Seth, Bullhorn Betty, and Tony Mathis say, hey, all this taking shots at people and this is not what it's about, it's so ironic, and what a contradiction. I think Seth should do this by himself. He's got a channel. It's in his name. Bring it, man. It's just my opinion, people. But I do want to bring another family who has an active Amber Alert, okay, in the same state. I want to bring him aboard to just relay a message to Seth so he understands Bullhorn Betty, bro, Bullhorn Betty is no good. Poo-poo. Poo-poo. Okay? I don't know how else to tell you. I mean, you're allowed to be friends with whoever you want. It's just interesting. It's very interesting. Who's in the house? What's up, Miss Joanne? Innocent, what's happening? The lovely Damaged Goods. Y'all subscribe to our channel. Also in the description. Miss Jeannie, what's happening? Jenna, Jeannie, I always say it wrong, but you know you've been supporting a long time. I know who you are, and I appreciate your support. Minion Master, I appreciate the buck. That was weird. I think there's a new super sticker. Not sure. This is my clip channel, people. It's in the description box as well. Subscribe to it. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about Ernie Shell threatening to go to Don Well's house, which is so moronic. Wish that he would. He has active warrants. We'll show the receipts. Now, Ernie Shell we'll talk about at the end. We also have Don B, who I recently learned as last night, after 3 years of the Summer Wells stuff, after 3 years of looking at Don and Candace or whatever this guy's doing, he notices that Don Wells has guns in the house, he says. Guns. Loaded guns. And he's calling the cops on Don. Now, this, of course, people, was all a stunt. The police never went to Don Wells' house last night. And for the matter, I've been in Don Wells' house, and I've touched those said guns. They're actually pellet CO2 guns. Don doesn't have any registered guns. No real guns. Those are a step above. I guess I would say it's not a pump BB gun, but it's a CO2 BB gun. Pellets in it. That's it. You can buy it at Walmart with no background check. That's what Don B, the brilliant FBI agent, the brilliant true crime analyst, this true crime commentator that knows all the facts of cases and evidence, he decided with his investigative skills that looking at a picture, he could determine in the background that those were, no, they weren't illegal guns. Is this a Don B accident? Or is this thirsty, dry for content, desperate, all at the same time? I think we've got. These people are begging for chats out here, people. They are thirsty for content. They literally are begging for super chats. Oh, you don't believe me?
Dark. What's up? Hey, white boy. I think you can super chat. Why don't you go ahead and just say what you want? It only costs you 99 cents.
People, let's get real out here on the streets. So we're going to talk about Seth. We're going to talk about Don B and Ernie. The T-Rav situation, I've been making parodies, and I'm not letting off the gas. Because in true crime, there's a problem. There's a problem here, man. And let me tell you the problem. Let's go back to Zav Girl. Zav Girl gets exposed for some disgusting behavior. And it even makes legacy media. Major news agencies are literally reporting on this. And yeah, her supporters go down. People unsubscribe, which they're supposed to. But she still stays like in the flow. And what happens is after like a week or two, it's no more talk. There's no more Zav Girl talk. And what happens is she lost a lot of viewers and subscribers, but people are still tuning in. And you could bet your ass new people came since then. I don't even know about it. I don't think the T-Rev situation, that should happen, but it's going to happen. I have to keep on the gas. What he did was wrong, people. It was disgusting and wrong. And a lot of creators have spoke about it, and salute to you if you did, especially the creators who have been on him before this was getting exposed. Really salute to you. But what's going to happen, man, is a few subscribers unsubscribe, and people are going to stop talking about it, and he's going to be able to live here. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I don't understand why in true crime this happens. I come from the prison community before true crime, and man, if you get exposed like that, it's over with. It is a wrap. There's no surviving. You know, recently there's a big YouTuber. His name is Dr. Disrespect. Now, he got fully exposed for, on Twitch, he did a messenger, okay, with a minor, okay, this underage girl. Chomo activity, pedo activity, subscribers. But in the gaming community, they're not having it. They're not having it. He's fully canceled. He's not going to be able to survive. The talk is not going to go away in a week, and he's over with. It's a wrap. Same in the prison community. I don't understand why in the true crime space, things happen and there's survival. Why? Why is it like that? People have to start being a little bit more tough. That's just my opinion. It's disgusting to watch them survive. I mean, let me see what you guys are saying about it. That's my opinion on it. I'm going to call Don here in just a moment. Let's catch up on the old comments. How's the microphone? Sometimes I have some audio issues. Is it good? Let's crank it up a bit. I don't watch him either. I don't watch Zav Girl either. To be honest, before either shenanigans, I never tuned into either one of them. I can't watch anybody doing Spirit Box. Fuck that. And Zav Girl is just got a really squeaky voice, and I can't do more than 5 minutes of that. So it's just like, no thanks. But and I definitely won't ever, like, there's no like breaking info they can go, and because I think this happens a lot in true crime. There'll be like some info that, you know, creators, no matter who you are, you'll get the info first, and then they'll release it. And people will be like, I don't really like this guy, but I'll take a tune in. I'll tune in for the breaking news. Or I don't like this lady, she's shenanigans, but let me tune into the breaking news. No thanks. I don't even give him that view. No thanks. Nope. No sorry, Bob. But anyway, I'm going to be talking about Seth. I'm going to be talking about Off the Record. I appreciate it. Thank you. Off the Record is somebody I am not talking about. There have been some supporters who've been very, very vocal in the comments on the T-Rev parodies and videos. And salute to you. Especially if you got burnt with him, you trusted that dude. You know, the backpedal has been embarrassing for him. Somebody hacked my accounts. They would delete your account. Why would they hack your account and message people? Then I'm getting a lawyer. Oh, are you now? Are you? You're getting a lawyer. Come on, dude. And then the dude has the balls. Hey, actually, the CD's dropping, and hey, select for a select few autographed CD, dude. The balls. Yeah, I'll take them, Mr. Nobody. I'll take them. Sure. White Boy Lockdown Radio at Yahoo. It's open to everybody, or wifey, or any of my socials. Best way to get a hold of me on a DM or something is Twitter, and it's in this live comment or the description box. A lot of information in the description box. It is. I agree with that, Julie, and I've been saying it for years. I do not. How many YouTube friends do you ever see me have? How many panels do you see me on? Not many. Not many at all. I'll jump in some of the chat and whatnot, but it's a good comment, and I'm glad that you did that because you've been a supporter over here for a long time, and you have some sense, and I'm happy that you wrote that. It makes me think a lot more of you in a good way. Didn't think that you did either, Jana. Didn't think that you did either. I know my White Boy Lockdown Radio squad. I know y'all know what's up. The Shenanigans Squad. Yes, I've been busted. That's actually a good comment. That's actually a good comment. So I've been exposed. So I was gonna have smoke calling us, Don. that was good. It threw me off with that one. All right, let's get to Don. I want Don to voice his opinion. I did tag Seth Rogers. I think it's important that that this guy knows he's a smart man. I don't think there's anything I could be telling him in this live about Betty that he doesn't know, but maybe he don't know about what happened out there with JLR, Molly, and Betty. You know, they wanted me to go to that shenanigans. They wanted me to go. I'm part of the team, she would say. Remember that bullshit? But what's interesting in this is maybe he doesn't know, because I know that Tony Mathis on TikTok has these Wikipedia posts about JLR. And I know that Tony and Mathis and Seth are pretty tight. It's pretty common knowledge, common sense to know that they know that JLR rips them and really goes hard on them, right? So we could probably say they've talked about it. And knowing that they know Betty even furthers that they've definitely talked about it. But So if they know who JLR is, they know he stunts and all this. And Tony Mathis have it posted on his TikTok right there. So they dislike this guy. They know his shenanigans. He was actually part of getting Don fired. This is an hour and a half away from Hawkins County. That's the difference from Summer to Sebastian. Just ask Don. But anyway, he's busy. He's always working. Let's give old Donald a call. Seth, I tagged you not to bash you. I don't want to interview. I don't want, anything more than to give you awareness of something that you may not know. It's hard to take you serious when you're sitting up there with Bullhorn Betty. Again, I don't think you've done any foul play. I don't think you did anything wrong or any harm to your son. And it's very clear to anybody on the internet that you very much love your son. Let me say that first and foremost. But you open up the live stream last night, kind of taking shots at YouTubers. This is why you're having a lot of problems, bro. Because this lady comes with a lot of baggage, man. A lot of baggage. And maybe you're using her so you don't have to do the mudslinging. That's my opinion. I don't know your true intentions, but I'd be dead wrong not to alert you. And not just me, but another person in your position, your mind frame, the exact thing that you're going through, Seth. Actually, for longer. From right around the corner. Hey, what's up, Don? How are you?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
I'm chilling, man. I'm live. I wanted to just ask you something, man. And just, I wanted you to give some heartfelt feedback. There is a missing boy, Sebastian Rogers of Tennessee, and his father, Seth Rogers, is comforting Betty, BHB, and befriending her. And I just kind of wanted maybe you to give him a little bit of information of what she has done to you, Candace, your employment, your animals, things of that nature.
Yeah, I trust very few people on YouTube. They're out for themselves to make money. They don't care anything about what they claim to care about. The bottom line is they care about their money and their show. That's it. They try to make drama out of nothing and ruin your life. And,
what did Betty do on the job site?
Oh yeah, they come and protested at my job site and got me fired. I thought everybody knew that. Got me fired a few times. Different places. You can come up all me all the way out to Arkansas.
A few times. That's right. She did go all the way out there. She's also been.
JLR went all the way to Arkansas.
Now, what about your animals, Don? What about your animals? Your pets that you have.
As far as I know, I don't think they did anything, or I don't remember.
Wasn't it?
Sorry.
I could be wrong, but wasn't it Betty that got them taken away? The animals, the dogs that you guys had?
No. We got some help from animal control too.
Right.
But, and stuff like that.
Because she was saying there's no dog food and this and that on lives, remember?
Yeah, everything else. Oh yeah.
This lady has harassed from multiple states, and she's even gone live and said that she said that the police department should go ahead and make a death certificate for Summer because they're not doing that. And if they don't actually, she's going to go to the police department and demand that they do and protest in front of it. That's disgusting in every aspect of that sentence.
Yeah, they're just out to make money. Yeah, that's all it is.
Do you think this gentleman, Seth, there's no telling what's on his mind. He clearly loves his son. Do you think it's a good idea for him to befriend Bullhorn Betty? Do you think she's going to do a good job helping him?
No, not at all. No. All right. this truck back together here.
Yeah, it's cool. That's really what I just wanted to get that message to him. Now I did hear a couple other things while I got you. Did you have, so last night, according to the internet, Ernie Shell was at your house, and on a side note, the police were there raiding your house for said illegal guns.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's thirst and self-destruction. These people are clinging on to something with this guarantee on both lives. Summerwell's hashtag or thumbnail or in the title on this desperate reach and thirsty clout mission that they did. So I already explained to these people that those CO2 pellet guns, it's ridiculous. And Ernie Shell, just so you know, he's got a warrant out. Let me go ahead and put it on the screen. You know that, right?
Yeah, I've heard he's got one. I don't know what for.
Well, he's got a warrant for bail jumping, first degree. It's an active felony. Yeah, that dude has no business talking shit about. He's got to be on some type of drugs, because when he came on my live last time, he said he'll whoop my ass. If I could bet my life plus $1 million, I'd take that bet. But I don't know what type of drugs he's on, but I'm going to talk about that. So anyway, anything else to Seth, Don?
Yeah, this YouTubers they're not. I mean, you already got your daughter's picture out there and everything else, so it's not a good place to be. That's for sure. Not amongst them kind of people.
There's only
there's a couple good YouTubers out there you can trust. There's a couple. There's a few.
Who are they? Might as well let them know. Some people deserve credit, man, if they've been solid and real.
Well, we trust you, or I wouldn't be on there talking to you. I trust Daisy. Trust Chasing Truth. She's another good one.
Chasing Daisy.
Sorry if I can't think of them all right now.
Miss Christine has been good to you.
I know there's a few more, but I just can't think right now.
Yeah, me either. I can't think of the lady's name. Pennington has been good to you.
Yeah, Pennington, that's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Chasing, definitely. Jenkins.
She's been trying to help us from the beginning.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna let you get back to your truck and fixing it. I hope he, sincerely listens to this message. Let me ask you this, Don. If there's any way this man would you be willing to have a conversation with him if he was to reach out with you guys?
Yeah, have him call.
I don't know him, but other YouTubers may, and we could probably make it happen. But I don't know. There'd be some support there, I would think.
I probably got some ideas of some things he's probably never thought of. It might be a good idea to have him call me.
All right, guys. If you guys can make that happen, I don't have any contact information for him. That would be a good. They could probably bounce ideas off each other, talk about police agencies and people. They could have a really in-depth conversation that we can't even think of, guys. So if it's possible, if maybe somebody knows Seth, YouTube-wise, they could maybe get a hold of me, and then we can do it that way. I could, I don't need to talk to him directly or anything like that. However we can make it happen, let's try to do that. If he's willing to even do that. All right, let me ask you this. There's also another set of parents on the other side of the coin, a stepfather and the mother. Would you be willing to talk to them?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, try to help each other out,
Yeah. It's been very divisive over that subject on YouTube. All right, man, I'm going to let you go. It sounds like you got a radiator going or something going on. Much love, bro. Much love. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. So there you have it, Seth. Anybody that knows Chris and Katie Proudfoot, it'd be good to link them up, or Seth. I would probably expect Chris and Katie to reach out before Seth, but I don't know. Don't talk to Ernie. Well, how could he possibly do that? What's Ernie going to set down? Ernie's an idiot. Okay. Ernie will tell the internet that he was actively involved in the Kyle Rittenhouse case. Where's the photos? Where's the receipts? That's a dream. The other day, and Seth, now that I may have your attention, sir, Ernie says, oh, hold on, I'm going to do something in Sebastian Rogers' case. That is another dream. That's another false lie. There's no receipts on that. But Seth, if you can go any, I mean, I don't know if befriending Ernie would be better or worse than Betty, but Jesus Christ, run and never look back. Stay clear from that one too. I mean, you have to know these things. As many YouTubers as you've talked to on this thing, although I don't know, because when I befriended Don and started really talking to Don, a lot of YouTubers that were talking to him left him out the line on a lot of things. So I guarantee that Seth doesn't know a lot of this stuff. Guarantee it. Ernie's a moron. He's not working in the Rittenhouse case, and he may be trying to interject himself into Sebastian Rogers' case, which would be the worst thing possible. But, you know, could you imagine an Ernie Shell and TikTok Tony live? What's up, Texas Honey Bear? 607 in chat. Can we get a couple likes? That's all I ask. You don't have to buy my signed CD. You don't have to send me to RapCon or, you know, do anything. Just hit a like. Betty's one of the worst, in my opinion. Seth's son is missing. How dare she drag Seth into her drama and stupidity here on YouTube? She exposed herself again. Very good comment. Again, I think Seth is a smart guy. I think Seth is a very loving father. I'm not trying to bash Seth here on this live, and I'm not trying to down him, and I'm not trying to ever say that he has anything to do with the disappearance of his son. I don't think any of that. I'm just trying to tell Seth he's got some bad company. And not, I'm just trying to relay him the information. And I just brought a missing father on a case in his state, and a case he spoke about before, why it's probably a good idea to distance himself from Betty. She's not going to help him. I will play the live from last night because there's some key points that I saw. And then I guess we'll get into Don B and Ernie at the end. I think I have some other stuff to tell you guys. And T-Rev, sorry. T-Rev, that dirtbag piece of shit. But yeah, I guess let's go ahead and play it. Let's kind of roll right into this. I have to take some comments. Nobody I ever caused trouble here. No, Rapper's cool, man. Rapper's cool. Look, Rapper's cool. I don't know what people are talking shit about Rapper. He's cool. He's welcome here. Rapper's welcome here. She is a complete psycho. Yeah. So real fast. I don't know who all remembers this. Yes, JLR and Betty got Don fired. You guys know this. It's been all over YouTube for years now. Do you guys remember shortly after that or before it? I'm not completely sure that the time frame. But do you remember when she's outside the house talking about there's no dog food, this and that? Look, I've said this before, and this is really fucked up. Bullhorn Betty at least set the tone. Okay, if she didn't do it herself, she at least set the tone for somebody to call animal control to get their pets taken away from them. Think about that. CPS took their kids, their boys, and their girl is missing. They have their pets at least. Some asshole was able to get the pets taken out the home because of her words. He doesn't remember all this, but you may, if you guys remember this live, the dog food, then she's exaggerating with rats and all this. It's a bunch of bullshit. Okay, she thinks Summer is, she stated that Summer should be dead. Okay, that's the most disrespectful thing. How does this guy do a panel with her? How? I don't understand that. There's no way a missing father, right? could sit there next to this lady, knowing what she did. Like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I can't be convinced of that, people. And that's, I think, Seth, man, I think some of the decisions he does is why he has a lot of drama, man. People think that he has all this scam with the GoFundMe and all this. I don't know, man. I don't know. I see the comments. I don't know. I just think he brings a lot of drama on himself, man. And that's what YouTube does. He's got a channel. Okay. They went live last night. I'm about to play it. He should go live by himself, bring awareness by himself. He's already got over 3,000 people subscribed to that channel. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I put it in the description box. Okay. If you want to show him support, show him support. But, you know, over time, he's going to get 3,000, 5,000, 7,000. He might be sitting at 10,000. Okay. In a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully he finds his son and gets reunited with his son and doesn't need the YouTube channel. But if he continues to put content up there, he has control over his own army, his own Sebastian army. He can put out information to these said people. He don't need these people. He don't need a Bullhorn Betty. She's lying her ass off too. She's up there on panel trying to say that she handed out 200 flyers. She holds up the flyers in the live. People, we saw how many she handed out. It was like 4, 3. I don't know. She didn't hang 200 up. It's and I'm going to play this live. It's awkward to me, her position on this live. Her position is awkward to me. As I'm watching this, I'm watching a heartfelt father. That, like I said, there's no way no one could debate he don't love his son. He's showing pictures and this and that. You can't debate that. Then you got this guy who wants to be narrator. I can't take him serious after that cock stuff. I can't take this guy serious. And he never addresses it. I can't take that dude serious. Okay? The little shrimp cock dude. It was so small. But he's up there. Right? It was so small. He's up there. And then you got Betty just sitting there with her awkward, weird smirk. It's worse than like the Kamala Harris like cackle. She's just sitting there. And for like an hour and some odd into it, she says 2 things. Oh, I think he likes cake. And I bet he likes Disney movies. Fucking genius there is. What a genius she is. Any kid from 0 to 16 likes cake and Disney movies. Ding, 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 ding. We got a brilliant one on aisle 4. Where's she at? Let's find her. Let's find her. Where's the old Bets? Where's all Bets at? Where's all Bets when you need her? Bets. The Betmeister Flex. Where's she at? Where's all Bets at? Here's Bets. Here's one of Bets. What else? We got any more Bets in the house? Let's see. Is there any guns behind me in this picture? Negative. What about? Oh, yeah, there is. So the guns that Don B is talking about real fast is to the left of Don. There's a wall right there, which would be the wall to this room and the back wall of the kitchen. To that wall, he's got some guns hanging up, but they're what a moron. These people are desperate people. Desperation. Don and Candace in the house. Oh, you talking about the picture? BHB and JLR called in on them. Yes, Misha, thank you for remembering that. Was that after or before getting them fired? Do you remember? I don't remember the exact timeline, but you remember. Thank you for that. Wanted in 3 states, actually. Didn't know that. And he's talking about whooping somebody's ass. People, he needs a Summer Wells view. He's not going to. Don would whoop Ernie's ass. Yes, they are. I agree with that. Okay, a documentary about who? Well, I would like to see it. Wipe all that on radio. BHB and Tony has already molded Seth. They will not let that happen. You think she's let's keep it real. She's porking Seth. I mean, BHB's porking Tony. Let's keep it real. She's porking. Hit that thumbs up, folks. What's up, anonymous dude? Yeah, what's up with that, man? 636 in the chat with 50 likes. Now there's 750. Come on, y'all. Let's keep it real. Hit the like, please. A couple likes. It's not too hard to do. All right, let me what's up, Miss Trudy? I'm gonna get into this this live last night. Okay. Again, I'll share this in the live chat. It's also in the description box. Okay. There's a lot to think about, a lot to go over, but we're gonna get through this kind of quick. The first thing I want to say and show you guys is very important, and I need the chat's help on this. If you've been following this case, why won't it click? That's weird. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Let's try this again. Oh, wait. Here we go. Okay, look. So the first thing I want to show you guys, somebody in the chat, I need you guys in the chat to actually help me with this. I don't know the answer to it, but off the bat, I felt like there was some information that hasn't been on posters. Well, actually, off the bat, 50 seconds in, Seth brings drama his way, taking shots at YouTubers. Let's have a listen.
Is and how this came to be.
Well, I decided I was going to set up this channel because watching a lot of other people's channels about my son, people have a tendency of have gravy in the mouth, and they're not paying attention to what's coming out of their mouth. It needs to be about my son. Everybody wants to throw their 2 cents in when it's not even worth a penny. And it's just false narratives out there, false information. I figured what better than to take that away from them and put it back in control of Sebastian's family.
I actually agree with what he's saying, almost word for word. But the problem is you're sitting right next to BHB saying that. Oh, dude, you're right. He's right, though. I mean, in a sense, a lot of people put misinformation out there. He's absolutely right. I just don't know if he knows how this works, unfortunately, and it sucks. You know, YouTubers are going to, they're going to break everything down. They're going to talk about everything. They're going to do through every conspiracy theory. They're going to go through everything possible, man. So, dealing with just one on YouTube, you just standing next to or being affiliated with just one, open yourself to a completely different can of worms. And unfortunately, man, the more drama that occurs, the worse that it gets. Again, take notes from the Summerwells parents, Seth. But interesting, guys, this is why I need your help. I heard something that I've never seen on a missing poster before or anything in regards to Sebastian Rogers. Right here. Listen to this.
I haven't found an animal that he really doesn't like. I mean, he got bit in the face by a dog and had to have 7 stitches in his face, and he still wasn't scared of dogs.
All right. He says he was bit in the face by a dog and needed 7 stitches. This is what this tells me. Anytime the police is looking for you, they want to know, do you have any scars or tattoos? If he was bit in the face and he had to get 7 stitches, he's got to have a scar, I'm assuming. Why isn't that on the missing person? Why isn't that on the flyers, the posters? Has anyone seen Sebastian? There's a bunch of posters around, okay? Does any of the posters say that he's got a scar on his face? If they don't, he may not have a scar. I don't know. Getting 7 stitches, I would think you'd have one. But what do you guys know about this? Right or wrong? I I've never heard this before. Have you? He has been caught in the crossfire. A lot of YouTubers, maybe he doesn't know who to trust. I can agree with that, October Skies. I can agree with that 100%. Your comment there. That's the sole purpose of me doing this live. I don't know how else to tell the man that she is a pile of crap, rather than have another family member with a missing person tell him himself. Now watch this. He'll get the notification that I tagged him. He'll see this. You know what's going to happen? The greatest thing ever. Seth Rogers is going to call Bullhorn Betty and say, hey, who's this guy, white boy? And she's going to tell him our history. Furthermore, I don't care about me. When she gets to talk about Don and Candace Wells, that's going to be very interesting. Because he knows her now. He's befriended her. And now he gets to hear this lady just drag the parents of a missing child right to his face over the phone. You got to love it. You have to love it. That's what I would assume, Rihanna. Jeannie, either have I. So a lot of people, you haven't, you either. So last night this comes out. So apparently Sebastian Rogers gets bit in the face by a dog and needed 7 stitches. Not a problem. Kids get bit all the time. There's nothing wrong with this information. The problem is this should be on the posters that people are hanging up. This should be all over the internet. This is another key identifier if somebody thinks they see Sebastian. If somebody thinks they see Sebastian, they're unsure if it's him or not. And if they're close enough and they can see he's got that scar, come on, guys. This is huge. I don't understand why this was not all over the internet. I don't get it. I don't know if anybody else caught this, but this is something that I caught and definitely should be on the posters 100%. Or, at least stated with the words, call TBI if you see him, his height, his weight, his hair color, his eye color, scar on cheek. Just that. It can help. It's the more info, the better, people. Right? Right or wrong?
Absolutely.
100% Purple Haze. 100%. 7 stitches. Yep. 7 stitches. There definitely would have been a scar. Seth makes up stories. Why? He's creepy to me. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their feelings. What's up, niece? BHB and Molly are the worst. You are so right. Old Molly. She's got another YouTube channel.
Kate.
She's got another YouTube channel. Another one, fully exposed, right? Well, I can't say that. Zav Girl, T-Rev, surviving. I can't say that with Molly. People did, get away from Molly. I just wish they did the same when others were exposed. T-Rev, another YouTuber that was bad company to Seth Rogers. I've heard Seth Rogers in interviews say, T-Rev is my dog. T-Rev is my buddy. Dude, this dude, literally, bro, you have shit judgment, dude. I'm sorry, man. You have really bad judgment. Really bad judgment. These YouTubers are running game all over you, bro. And then allegedly, didn't T-Rev pork his girl or something like that? Jesus Christ. Don said he don't trust pretty much no YouTubers. He gave a couple shout outs to some channels. He said Chasing Truth, who's been good to him. I reminded him AF Pennington. He said Miss Daisy, Miss Jenkins, and Miss Christine. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of channels he forgot. It's on the spot. So don't get offended if it wasn't said. You are. But, the list is not too long at all. Anyway, let me keep going. So Bullhorn Betty. Where's the notes at? Yeah, let's go to here. Let's go here. let's hear this lie. Let's hear this lie. We all have seen what she did in Tennessee. Everyone's seen it with the cops and everything else.
I thought Hendersonville was enlightening. You know, I did find out some information for myself. We were able to post, you know, I posted just about half. He handed me a stack of flyers, but I posted about, I think it was about 200 of those. I think he gave me like close to 300. And so I have about 50 of those left with.
Stop it, Betty. Stop it right now. You were live in your car driving around. You went and hung like, I don't remember the exact amount. I'm going to just say 4 on light poles that you keep trying to argue people. People have been looking up the code and the law there. And the more that you argue these people, the more they're exposing that you're wrong and you shouldn't have hung them there. Personally, I don't care. She's hanging a poster up of the missing kid. Let it be. It's a kid. He's missing. I don't really care and get into all that type of stuff. But I understand why people push back against her. But it's exactly the point. Seth should distance himself from this nutball because she's got a shit name. This is a lie by itself. She did not hang up all these posters. Now, she'll push back and say, how does white boy know what posters I hung up? I wasn't live the entire time I was there. Lady, I've been on a case where we were hanging out posters together and you never hung up nowhere near 200. Nowhere near 200. So stop it right now. Stop it right now. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it, Betty. Stop it. Stop it right now. Here's a really weird part I want to get into of this live. Stop it.
They basically state, because you don't know the situation that's going on when there's an initial missing person, you should always, even if you feel like it's a runaway, you should always, always, always treat the area as a crime scene. We heard that there was people in the house. We've heard that there's not forensic testing. One of the protocols is you go into the house, you secure the bedroom, and you get the necessary paperwork signed up front by the owners, which at this point would be Katie. She was the one that was there when law enforcement got there. And that gives them the right to search that property and search that bedroom. And at that point, when they secure that paperwork, they should be immediately doing forensic testing.
Okay, so what you got on here, this is Seth Rogers live stream. I'll put it in the chat. You have Seth up top. Let me drop it in the chat right now in case nobody has seen this. It's also in my description box. Seth up top. You have Tony who's narrating, who brings the special guest, Bullhorn Betty, at the bottom up. So this is the point where in the stream where Betty starts talking, okay? And what she does is sideways take shots at Chris and Katie Proudfoot the entire time. Now, her idea here is for forensics to be brought in, okay, to Chris and Katie's house. Here's the problem with this, I think. I need the chat because I'm not even sure about this. But the way that it was explained to me, okay, I had Jim Terry on here months ago, and he was talking about, and I know he's not so much loved in true crime, but at the end of the day, he explained, okay, the difference between missing person cases and crime. It's totally different, okay? Missing person cases are very difficult because it's a missing person. It's not a crime, right? It's not a crime. You hear a lot of morons say, oh, Don and Candace are prime suspects. That's the dumbest thing in the world. If somebody was to run up in my house right now and rob me with a gun and they had a mask on, tie me in the well up and put us in the bathroom, tell us to count to 100, rob the house and leave. And my neighbor got the color of the car on the Ring doorbell. It was a blue Toyota Tundra, 1999. The police are going to run. They're going to run and find out everybody with a 1998 blue Toyota Tundra. And I have to give a description of how tall the guy was. They said how much I think he weighed. They got to figure out what they got to figure out, and then they got to look for prime suspects because a crime took place. A missing person, there is no crime until the police find out what happened to little Summer Wells, right? If God forbid, I'm not even going to say that. Let's say that hypothetically, there's a warehouse and some guy, she's spotted with this guy. Now they can make an arrest and tie this guy to the abduction and the disappearance of taking Summer Wells. Now there's a crime. And missing person cases are completely different than crime, right? It's different. There is no crime if the person's just missing, especially a teenager who is, you know how many runaway cases there is in America per year? This is like, this lady's saying forensics should go into the house. Okay. This makes no sense on so many levels. They know exactly who Sebastian Rogers is. She's sideways trying to say that Chris and Katie did something and wants forensics in there, and the missing and children and the missing and exploited website has this listed. Who knows if it does or doesn't? This lady is a complete moron. She's just blaming, sideways taking shots at Chris and Katie Proudfoot. And I think that's the only reason Seth befriends this lady, has her on the show. I think Seth is a very intelligent man. I don't think he at all did anything to his kid. I think he loves his son very, very much. I think he knows that Bullhorn Betty is an agitator. I think he knows that Bullhorn Betty is a shitbag. I think he knows that Bullhorn Betty is a piece of dog shit. But I think that he knows that Bullhorn Betty will say these dumb things in regards to Chris and Katie Proudfoot, and I think he likes that. I think that he knows she'll go antagonize them in real life, and I think he likes that. I think Seth is using her because I don't think he's not smart. And that's all she did on this live, people. Your comments, your thoughts. It is Rihanna. And I know your name's not Rihanna. It's just much easier for me to say it like that. I appreciate your support and know who you are. I love your comments. So don't take it as disrespect.
Rhiannon?
Yeah, but I always mess. What's up, Dee Dee? What's happening? The family said phones and his were taken by FBI. No further. Hey, Christina Logan, I appreciate this call. So this comment. I got a video coming out probably tomorrow of Sebastian Rogers and some alarming details. But did you guys know that Sebastian Rogers had a phone? Did you guys know that? I'll drop it tomorrow. I don't want to ruin the details of the video. But that's a very interesting comment you said. So apparently his phone could only call approved numbers and only be used for the calculator. I'll source everything, but I have some details coming out tomorrow. We'll look out for the video. But yeah, she's trying to say forensics should go on here, this and that. The whole thing is she comes up when she did I share this? Did I drop this link? If I haven't dropped the link, here's the link to the live right here, guys. Copy and paste it. What's up, Miss Daisy? How are you? She's I think he's just using this lady people. I don't think Seth is stupid. I think that if you watch this live, Betty's taking shots. Who lives in Alaska? Whose grandparents? Doesn't Chris and Katie's Proudfoot's mother or father or something live in Alaska? Chat, yes or no? Yes, Lou. Have no fear. We have a lot more coming. Who lives in Alaska and with the family? Because she's on the live saying, we got to get a lot of flyers in Alaska. We got to do this and that. Isn't it the Proudfoots? Don't they have, doesn't their mother or father live in Alaska? Nobody knows? Chris P's parents. Okay, thanks. Exactly. So, again, she doesn't blatantly say we need to bring awareness in Alaska because the Proudfoot's parents live there. But why would she say, the question was, how was your trip to Tennessee? And in her response, she goes, we got to get more flyers in Alaska. Well, why would she want to do that? People, she's taken shots. This is very calculated between Seth, Tony, and Betty. She's taken direct shots at Chris and Katie. They haven't looked outside the box. They haven't got their eyes out of their tunnel vision. I say this a lot of times to people, and I honestly, truly mean this, and it's heartfelt. There's people who hate Don and Candace Wells, and that's fine. I'm not here to argue with you, or if you feel a way on a case, I'm not here to I don't hate you for that. I really don't care. If that's not the way that you feel, that's fine. But some people, when it comes to Summer Wells' case, they cannot get off Don and Candace, Don and Candace, Don and Candace, bad, Don and Candace, bad, Don and Candace, bad, Don and Candace did it, Don. That's it. That's their everyday 365, 7 days a week. That's it. The case, unfortunately, and I hate to say this, past 3 years, it's about to go cold because no new information, no new tips, no new leads, nothing for investigators. Well, I mean, how could there be? If everybody is Don and Candace, Don and Candace, you don't think the TBI and the feds, you don't think they did what they had? They have all their data, all that. It's tunnel vision. If you can't look outside the box, then what do you expect? I really hope this case does not do the same thing because I see tunnel vision right here on this panel. All it is it's not blatantly. Look, Seth himself has publicly said he wants to have a truce with these people, Chris and Katie Proudfoot. Come together was his words. He's never done that. Every interview he does, Tony got him to take shots on the Ashley Banfield interview. And now I feel, and this is in my view, that he's got pushback for that. I feel like people are calling him out for that. And I feel like they got the mouthpiece over here, Betty, to do it for him. And not blatantly, but come on. People, Alaska, forensics, and people, stop it. Stop it right now. Betty, stop it right now. Stop it. Stop it right now, Betty. Okay. If you give me 2 beers, you can put it in my butt. She is a lightweight when it comes to the alcohol department. Just saying. Been to the bar with her and drank 2 beers, allegedly and hypothetically. 2 beers you could put in her ass. All right. This is where it gets kind of comical, and I'm going to end this. This is the last review of this. Listen to this.
Impossible for people not to speak about Sebastian without attacking somebody.
Imagine that.
This is a 15-year-old boy that disappeared. I didn't do it. Tony didn't do it. Seth didn't do it. This child is missing. Attacking people that are out looking and trying to.
So after saying Alaska, forensics should go in Chris and Katie Proudfoot's home, this and that, a whole bunch of other sideways, it was Chris and Katie. Now you have Betty saying, hey, look, I don't know why people are attacking people, actually. Actually, I don't know why people are getting attacked. It's about Sebastian. Lady, stop it. And this is where I got disgusted. It's a total contradiction, but he's in real time, guys, in real time. Think about this. Look at the screen. I just called Don Wells, right? Y'all true crimers that have been in this community for some time. You remember this lady on the screen who got Don fired? In real time, I'm watching Seth Rogers, Tony, and this lady on the screen say, stop attacking people. It's not what it's about. After she just ridiculed and drove home the whole Chris and Katie Proudfoot narrative. But on top of that, lady, what'd you do to the Wells? What'd you do to the Wells? That's why it's tough to take Seth serious, guys. it's tough to take him serious, man. And I'm just keeping it real. And this is just my opinion. I don't think the man did anything to his son. I think he loves his son very much. I don't know what this is though. And that's what I wanted to pick you guys' brain about. So let's take some comments. What is this? I'll play a little bit more of her shenanigan speech here.
To make a difference in trying to help. I just don't feel it's a great path forward.
One of the things that kind of aggravate me on my end is that, you know, I work in law enforcement, and I'm the type of person that I would take 100 inmates walking across the field.
Rose, so what does Rosie say? Wait a minute, I didn't even know this guy. So she went on live and attacked people. Is this what I'm understanding? Don and Candace aren't criminal masterminds, is all I'm saying. Of course. Exactly. They've been drunk on panels and everything else. You can't hold a secret like that, forever. It's ridiculous. And I don't mean to mix Summer Wells' case into this. It's not what I'm doing, but there's a lot of similarities. And let's face it, this is the same state. You guys lived through both of these if you've been around since the beginning of Summer Wells. You know what I mean? A lot of people know Bullhorn Betty is no good. This live, man, either Seth is using her for a mouthpiece to shit on the Proudfoots. He's either doing that, or he may not have the knowledge of her behavior on YouTube and what she's done on multiple other cases. We are just reflecting back on what she did to the Wells. We have not peeled back many other cases. And on top of that, he may get mad at this or whatever. What he can't debate when it comes to me is I know this lady in real time. So I don't want no pushback as far as that goes. I don't know which one it is. Is he using her, or is he lacking the knowledge? I'm hoping that he's lacking the knowledge and maybe he distanced himself. But he's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants to do. But at the same time, you can't complain if like you did in the 50 seconds into this live, not even a minute, 50 seconds, you were talking about how YouTubers. Well, you're giving them a reason to talk, bro. You're giving them a reason to talk.
Looking for, any type of evidence or whatnot.
Really, I believe that, October, guys.
They have a purpose.
Thank you so much, Roland Myers. I appreciate you. Welcome.
Some of these people out here on the internet that are sitting there holding their shows, doing their clickbait, which I know they're probably going to have this right after we end this live. They're going to be all over it. They're going to be throwing as much shade as they can at me. That's fine. It's hot outside. It doesn't bother me. I mean,
it shouldn't be that way, is my point.
No, really.
My son shouldn't be missing.
That's true.
There's a lot.
I don't know what shade he's talking about. I think he's upset. Listen, people, the narrative changed pretty fast. From what I've seen on YouTube, a lot of people were like, Seth is the good person here. The Proudfoots are bad people here. Then you see the narrative kind of the change, but you see it change on YouTube to what people who they favored, at least, to not having Seth on this high pedestal. But the problem is it only changed because of his actions and some of the stuff he said and did and who he was involved with. From the get-go, I don't think either one of these groups of parents had anything to do with hurting, foul play, anything to do with Sebastian Rogers. There's been people who have been questioning large amounts of money, GoFundMes, this and that. Again, video tomorrow with receipts. We'll be digging into stuff like that. So make sure you see it. But I don't know, man. It's tough. The dude's got a channel. I dropped it in the chat. I'll do it right now. It's in my description box. This guy should just go solo, olo, dolo, and get his voice out and what he wants to say by himself. You know what I mean? That would be my 100% advice to him. Also, if you just now joined in the chat, we had Don on a call. He's willing to speak with either Chris and Katie or Seth. No. TikTok Tony, no. Don is willing to have a conversation and help, support, run some ideas, some theory, whatever they would want to discuss with the parents and the parents only, not TikTok Tony. Now, with this offer, this is very interesting. Now that I'm thinking about this, this offer, I can only put it out there for the internet and say and offer it to Don in real time live. The rest has to come from the other party. I wonder what comes of this, right? Again, my guess, I would see Chris and Katie maybe reaching out before Seth, but I could be wrong. But I wonder what happens of this, right? Especially with Bullhorn Betty right in his ear. Will he respond about this? People, you should leave this in the comments. I would like to know really what's going on. It's going to be very interesting. We'll see, though. We'll see. So, yeah, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. I put the chat in there. So let me see what else I got for you guys. I showed Ernie's warrants. So if you were late to the chat, I don't know when he said it, but apparently Ernie Shell, I have Miss Daisy in here. He's been extremely... What? The poll? So the poll says as of now... What? The poll? So the poll says as of now... I can't... Hold on, guys. Let me tell you the poll results as of now. Wait. Here we go. I can't... Hold on, guys. Let me tell you the poll results. We got... Wait. 215 votes. The question is, Seth Rogers is making a good choice having BHB in his business. We got hell to the no coming in at 85%. She's like better than FBI agents at 8% and crushing 6%. Vote on that poll, guys. I will also make it the same poll on my community because I know he's going to get the notifications and I'm going to tag him. I need to get this man's attention. So Ernie Shell decides to, I guess, within the last few nights say, I'm going to go over to Don Wells' house and beat him up. Apparently last night, he said he was going to be over Don Wells' house. That never happened. Ernie Shell has active warrants out. And from what I'm learning in this chat, apparently 3 states. Whoa. Time out. Okay. Sam, I appreciate it. Ernie Shell is a dumbass fraud. F him. Hey, I couldn't agree more. Member for 17 months. Who is Sam? Why did they change their name on me? I think I know who that is.
Oh, that's fucking Skunk.
Skunky. Okay. Skunk's in the house. 17 months. Damn, that's a long time. Wifey gave me $1. Thank you, babe. Love you so much. 8 months. What? Oh, okay. This is the new channel. So Wifey's got 2 channels. This is the new channel. I know your other one says like 64 or something like that. This is much love, babe. Miss Janet became a member. So did Off the Record. I appreciate it. And I got Minion before. Anyway, he did not go to Don Wells' house last night. That was complete clout, lies, and bullshit. He's not whooping anybody. If I can recall, there's been like legal things set up where he could go in the ring and get things done legally, and he was too coward to do that. So why would he do it with a warrant out illegally? He just needs a Don Wells or a Summer Wells hashtag or thumbnail. That's all he's looking for. Ernie Shell, he's not even bad company. He's going to self-destruct himself. He's got so many enemies on YouTube. You got to be a moron to be talking all that shit with active warrants out. People are going to find this dude and make videos and put him in. And you guys know that's coming. Ernie Shell, it only hurts himself. He's been lying about the Kyle Rittenhouse case. He's been lying. Apparently, he wants to get involved in the Sebastian Rogers case. And you don't have cancer. Okay? Apparently, cancer is the new grift on YouTube with YouTubers. Ernie Shell is like the fourth person in true crime to claim they have had cancer. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to put the names out there. I know Ernie's lying. But you got to be careful with that because I know people thought Miss Christine was lying and she really does have cancer. And that was dead wrong for them to do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's a wrong thing to even play with. Who the hell would even play like that? People do anything for this clout. This clout is worse than fentanyl. This clout is worse than heroin. This clout is worse than any pharmaceutical.
They porn bombed him. That's fucking awesome.
Good. He's a piece of shit. He recently made up all. He's making shit up in the Summer Wells case with zero receipts. He's got some phone calls, yes, but he's making shit up with zero receipts. He's desperate for content and views, and he's just a piece of trash. He wants to internet box with me, but this is about all I'm going to say about Ernie Shell. I'm gonna say this live, and I'm telling you, he's gonna destruct himself. Ernie likes to internet box. He likes to play people and say that he's, with his groups or doing this or that. But all he really wants to do is talk shit in internet box. I'm not going to do that with him because that's what he wants. And when I had him here live, he ran away. Then he ran in Miss Daisy's panel. I jump over there. He ran away. So like, even if I was to internet box with him, he couldn't keep up. But I'm not going to do that with him. But he's been nasty to Miss Daisy. He's been doing he's been hyping up. You haven't heard nothing about Ernie Shell in a long time. People, you can believe whatever you want to believe. Take what I'm saying for face value. I'm telling you what's going on. This dude is just doing this on purpose for clout, some views. That's it. Don B, the other moron, this is also last night. This guy is the he should get an award for clickbait. His titles and thumbnails with this Summer Wells case are something like an art of clickbait. Huh?
Check out my comment.
The dude is such a weirdo, okay? I don't see it.
It's there.
But apparently
It's under innocent. Telling she was watching it and he got the T-bomb.
all I see is Nope,
keep going. Between innocent and Daisy Joe, you're only pizzle people will get that.
do it again. So yeah, apparently Don B. This has been 3 years. All he does is talk about Don and Candace. Apparently, gazing at a photo.
All right, all caps.
He now. Oh, he's definitely got the ninja. And if you don't know, people, Ernie Shell doesn't know what his sexuality is. Okay, and if you guys haven't seen my dildo videos regarding Ernie Shell, we have receipts on dildos that he had. Okay, receipts. They're years old, but Ernie Shell was caught with a 14-inch, very big fluorescent pink one and a big old black one, a big black one. It was a big old black one. But he doesn't know what his sexuality is. I don't know. Maybe he's venting out and raging out. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Don B, I have no idea. Well, I do know why. He claims that he's looking at a photo, and behind Don in this photo, he sees, he's had an enlightenment. Okay, he's had an epiphany. He's had an epiphany. And he's going to call the police because Don has loaded guns all over his walls. Another clickbait, clout chasing, nothing happened live. Getting everybody all wild up. Two morons. They could probably be boyfriends. Speaking of confused sexuality. Although, according to Don B's neighbor, he likes them young. Not my words.
The women at court.
But don't go for it, people. It's another clickbait. Don B is desperate. I mean, people, this is out of control. One's trying to fight Don that doesn't show up, and one's calling police on Don that doesn't call police, and the police don't show up. But apparently all this happened last night. It's out of control, people, and it's stupid, and don't go for it. There were some comments about Trev. Yes, the parodies must continue. I said in the beginning, got to keep the pressure on. It's very important we keep the pressure on because it's not people in true crime, they forget too fast. And that guy shouldn't get any supporters. This was an interesting screenshot in a Benny Keys video. This was a very interesting screenshot. Sometimes creators, it's happened to me. I'm going to be honest with you. I've gone on my troll accounts and I've been trolling, and I've said stuff like, yeah, I forget. I'll say like shenanigans or something that people know it's me, and I get busted. It happens. Not all the time, but it's happened.
I have done it before, not realizing you had a troll account
Yeah.
me.
You
switched to it, and I didn't know it was there, and I said something and was mortified.
It happens. We've both been doing it. It happens to everybody. But I'm going to post this later on, and when this live is done. This is a very interesting find from a subscriber of mine. Irish girl did a very good job, I think, finding a creator in my comments, a content creator here in the community, sticking up. So this is in a Benny Keys video that I have. One of my subs, good sleuthing, was able to determine that this is a creator's troll account. And it's very good sleuthing, and I think they're dead on. I'm not going to read it out loud because I'm not 100% sure if it's that creator. But what I will do is post it in my community. Apparently, this creator thinks that this is a troll account of TM. I will, and I think they're dead on. But guys, let me see what the comments are saying. Where are we at? We're an hour and 20 minutes into it. I'm laughing at these comments. Anal stretchers as well. I've seen the disgusting pictures of him decked out in leather in a disgusting position. He needs to. What the hell? Wait a minute. What's an anal stretcher?
You know, stretching the asshole.
Well, I imagine that's what it is, but
making it wider.
I've never seen one of those. An anal stretcher?
I mean, I don't know.
Ernie, you're a freak. You are a freak. I can see you playing with one of them and then smelling it. You freaky fuck. You weirdo. Yeah, I could see that all day, people. I could see that anal stretcher. What in God's name? What's this thing with the anybody have a picture of this? What did she say? Daisy Joe, White Boy Lockdown Radio at yahoo.com. I would really appreciate a picture of this black outfit. This black outfit with the leather. Does anybody have a picture of that leather outfit? Law enforcement has already checked those. Yes, Miss Dee, this is ridiculous. Law enforcement has already checked those all in the house, and the ones with the scopes were always locked in the gun safe when the kids were around. Gun cabinet. Yeah, but Dee, these are the air CO2 guns. It's not. They don't take bullets or nothing like that.
They're bullet BB guns.
I've shot these alleged guns at Don's house. He's living in a mountain. You can I was shooting them. They're not.
They're completely legal.
They're so legal. I would never admit that on a live. I'm not a convicted felon. I'm not allowed to shoot guns. I'll get time for that. I'll get in trouble for that. But those aren't illegal. Those aren't guns.
Daisy Joe, yes, please, yes.
Oh, we have the picture?
I'm dropping the email.
Oh, we have the picture, people. We have the picture. Is this the anal stretcher or the black outfit? Oh, people. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. Let's all take a break and hit the like real fast before we show this. Before we show this brute.
We will wait for Daisy Joe.
Before we show this brute, yeah, Ernie Shell has just came out of the woodwork. I think he's trying to cause havoc for. I don't know what his agenda is, but it's never positive or good. What's funny is you can't call them simps. There's like a select number of women in the community that really love Ernie Shell, right? And if you go to his Facebook, they're always writing comments on his Facebook. They're like in love with the guy. It doesn't matter how many times he's actually exposed with receipts here on YouTube. I'm not talking about like riff-raffs and stuff. And they're just like a magnet to the dude. It's almost sad. You feel really like sad for these women because these are elderly women. They're not like young and dumb. Like they're grown. They're wise. But they're just like horny old freaks they are. They want Ernie to knock the cobweb off that thing or something. I don't know what it is. But he likes butthole people. Let's keep it funky. Because funky's what it is. Remember the first time when I was in prison, the first time I smelled butt sex. I was playing Dirty Hearts, right? We were playing for tumblers of water. And I was getting smoked. I was at the reception center. And I was drinking water. So it was about like 2 a.m. I'm on the top bunk. So I jump off the top bunk and I go to take a leak, right? So I go take a leak in the first stall. I remember I'm walking to the bathroom and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I see these 2 black dudes. They were just tearing each other up. Butt sex. And in the back stall. It smelled like poop. Seriously. And that story I tell you because I'm thinking of this picture that I'm about to receive, and all I can think about is Ernie. Because what the black outfit probably smells like is this. Nobody's ripping off. Nobody's ripping on that he's a felon. I said not that he's a felon, that he's wanted. You should play his search.
How's the chillest of Billy's doing?
What's up, Chill Billy? What's happening, man? What's going on? What's going on with it? All right, Daisy Joe. I'm basically. Are you emailing it to me? Is that what's going on here?
I gave your email and I gave the joint email so we could both see.
Is it done?
Not yet.
What is going on with this? Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
We didn't get it yet. Read Lou. He's the third up from the bottom.
Lou, dog, I got a story for you. I had a 4-way with 3 chicks one time, and one of the girls pooped all over me and on accident and ruined it. Ooh, yeah, I can understand that. I could definitely see that. Just on you though? Did she get it? Did she squirt somewhere else?
Oh God,
Poop
that's
it.
gross.
Poop it. Do you have the picture of his? Yeah, send it, guys. I'm doing all right, Chill Billy. How are you, man? How are you? I'm just rewrapping a lot of shenanigans I hear on YouTube, and that's it. Same old crap, different day. You've been chilling. You've been hanging out. Been working. Chill Billy's good people, man. Good people. Yeah, he doesn't have any guns though, guys. I'm telling you, he has like those CO2 guns. Anybody know what I'm talking about? It's not like a pump BB gun. It's basically Chillbilly, what type of guns is he?
They're just BBs.
Did you hear about that, Chillbilly? This guy Don B is saying Don Wells has all these guns behind him in the house. You know those guns.
They're not
Chillbilly knows what's up. He's been there. He knows what I'm talking about. 4 months, Miss Nora Woods, thanks. In the house. 3 girls, 1 dude. Never a 4-way, huh? Can't say I've ever done that. Barrel break gun. It's a pellet gun, yes. It's like a CO2 gun, right? That's how I explained it. It's like a CO2 gun. I mean, a couple are pumped, but there's no. This guy, he's just desperate for views, Don B. I mean, he comes up with the dumbest shit. And what's interesting though is like, I honestly think there's some people on YouTube that are viewers that like to get lied to. No, seriously. Like Don B has been telling viewers the most wild shit for years now. Like I'm just trying to understand like what person was like, well, Don is another guy. You know, Ernie and Don is interesting, right? Ernie will put that like Southern twang on, right? He put that old cowboy hat on. And I feel like these women in true crime, you know, they get all moist, if you will. But with Don B, it's kind of the same thing. Okay. This is just me, what I'm observing off comments from both gentlemen. So I don't even know if they like to get lied to, or I think there's just some old, desperate, horny women that know that they're getting lied to, but just want to be there to support them for the second chance that they can slide in to maybe get them cobwebs knocked off, that they're just waiting in line. They don't even care about the lives. They probably don't even pay attention to the videos. They're like, okay, it's almost cobweb time. That's just my opinion. Yeah, it's good to be cautious, though, just saying, because they can get you anything, and it's good to get information. Yeah, I didn't get nothing, guys. I didn't get no emails. I'm going to jump off here. So, T-Rev, I'm basically, every time he talks, I'm going to talk. That was the weakest post I ever seen. And that dude did no, I'm sorry, nothing. He played, I'm going to sue, and I'm actually the victim, actually. I can't make parodies every day. They're hard. I have to think about those, and I try to make them halfway funny. What's up, certified white boy? What's happening with it? Oh, it's different. This is different certified. Certified unapologetic. They're pretty high-powered. You could take a deer, but they're air guns. I thought you were talking about Ernie's dildos for a second. That's probably high-powered too. But yes, that's correct. They are high. Yeah, they're high-powered. Maybe a deer. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I guess you might be able to bust a deer with one. You think, babe? Yeah, you're probably right on that. They'll be coming. Keep an eye out. All right, I'm keeping an eye out. You're giving them to this email is acting up on me, man. Yeah, I don't have anything yet.
I didn't get anything yet.
Skunk, do you have them? A little less power than a 22 rifle. You know, Purple Rain, that's a good comment that you wrote. I just did a video. Did you guys watch the video I did with the trans person that contacted me? There's a trans person who contacted me that said they know Benny Keys, that they're friends with Benny Keys. Matter of fact, I'll play that as I'm waiting for these pictures. So I got contacted by a trans person, and they were offered money from Ernie Shell to come on and dog Benny Keys. Okay. Let me get this video for you guys. I'm dead serious. I put it out maybe it was kind of a while back. Let's see, where's it at? Here it is right here. $2,000 was with it. This only has 700 views. I don't understand why. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So this was, and I have receipts on this. There's receipts. So check this out. As we're waiting on this, let me show you guys this. Where's these pictures at, babe?
Matt, why don't you ask her? I'm looking right now. Nothing.
So this, it was a 2 months ago. My bad, 2 months ago. But so there's receipts in this video. Watch this. Did you guys hear that? Probably not. Shit. Can you guys hear that? No, they're not gonna be able to hear it. Hold on, let me do this. So, what's this say? Okay, let me do this. Let's get rid of this. Okay, let's do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Here it is right here. It says, this is not me. I'm the person that they're speaking about. I never said those things about him. I'm a low-key person. I have a husband. I own my own business. Benjamin and I were friends many years ago. We were never lovers. He has addressed this himself, and Mr. Ernie Shell offered to pay me money to tell things on Benjamin that were not true. Whatever you guys have going on does not involve me. So I would appreciate it if you would take this video down. That includes false information. I don't want no. Yeah, sometimes, Shillbilly. Look, I got so good on that thing. We're selling that thing right now. I got so good that I got the highest score at the arcade. It's in my short section, or maybe my members. I got the highest score at the arcade on Pac-Man. I'm a beast on that thing. But you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty good on it. But you get played out with it. Every blue moon I play it. Daisy Joe says, Matt, reach out to Jimbo. If he's home, he might have access to them. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll listen. I'll post them on my community post. Don't worry about them. I'll get them from him. I appreciate it for you attempting to do it. Not a problem. I will post them though. Just because he's starting crap for no reason. On Trader's Dr. Vance channel, there are screenshots when Ern pissed off his mods. They told how he had them. Okay, that's a good comment. And you just reminded me of something that I want to talk about in closing. Man, look here. I want to talk about something real fast in closing. I was watching something last night and about a couple creators. And, hey, look. People call CPS on people, man, and play these games. Look here, man. I seen some pretty disgusting things last night where somebody called CPS on somebody's disabled kid and girl, and they had to get a rape kit involved in it, and that was really that was wrong on so many levels and gross, you know. And this, I don't want to name anybody. So the person that this happened to, you know, as they should have, you know, they went at that. Well, they went at that person, you know, and sometimes, man. Hey, karma's a motherfucker, people. It comes at all Sizes, shapes, and colors, man. And you cannot play these games with kids on the internet, man. We could talk shit about one another here, but when you start involving kids and they get, traumatized, it's crossing the line. It's gross. And hey, man, you got to be careful, man, on this thing here. And you can't cry when the games that you play get played on you, is all I want to say. You know what I'm saying? It was hard to watch that, knowing that what happened to that little girl. And I'm not gonna say anything. If you know, you know. But salute to the to the parents that had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And it's this internet thing can get ugly, people. It can get ugly, but you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, man. That's what they say. But guys, look, I'm gonna jump off here, man. It's been a good one. Please hit the like on the way out. Subscribe to my clip channel. It is in the description box somewhere. Become a member if you can. Much love, much respect. Seth, if you watch this, I am just trying to help you, sir. I'm not trying to bash you. I don't think you're guilty. I don't have a conspiracy with you and your son. None of that, man. This lady, Bullhorn Betty, is no good, bro. I know her in real life. So is my wife, okay? No good. I'm just trying to help you. And if you don't believe me, believe somebody in your own community that's going through the same mental state as you. That's all I'm saying. Purpose of this live. Don't believe the lies, Ernie, warrants, black leather suit, anal stretchers. Ernie is playing with anal stretchers, not fighting Don Wells people. That's what he was really doing last night. Don B couldn't find his anal stretcher, so he was making up guns. That's what really was happening last night. Until the next one, guys, don't go for this goofiness. It's clout chasing at its finest. It's desperate thirstiness. Grandmas chase clout too. It happens. Until the next one.